If you weren't born before 1990, you probably can't even handle watching this video. People like me don't just seek out comfort. We seek out discomfort. 1:30 in the morning, or what I like to call pleasant misery, as a way to strengthen my mental growth. There's no snow right here. So I'm gonna climb that mountain and spend the night at 10,000 feet, where comfort is hard to find. Once I'm there, I'm hours of grueling work away from help. I will have to face the reality of myself. My limitations, my skills, and my fears will become the only reality that matters. I dare you to unhook from scrolling for 30 minutes and ask yourself, what are my limitations, my skills, and my fears? Let's go. All right, I drove up as far as I thought I probably should. I could chain up and get further, but I do have the four-wheeler along. The possibility of me having everything I need is typically about 25%, but there's the top way up there. Looks like it's right next to you. It looks like you should just be able to wander right up there. It's actually quite a ways further than you think. Oh, it's slick snow too. You can see this. I can see up on the top. It's got quite a bit more snow than this too. It's gonna be a challenge for me because I think my pack weighs over 50 pounds. I'm hoping to see some mule deer and some elk, so I brought my binoculars along. And I realized I forgot something very important, which is my sticks. I'm not really sure how in the world I forgot that, but I forgot it. Actually, I do know, because I was taking the four-wheeler and not hiking from the pickup. I would have noticed it immediately. But now I'm probably about a mile up this mountain, so I'm not going back to get them. We're getting somewhere, slowly but surely. You can see how high we are. You can see out there, we are way up now. Probably over 8,000 feet. No, we are over 8,000 feet. You look up from the parking lot and it looks like it's just not very far, but it is way the heck up there. Snow is definitely getting worse because there's drifts across the trail, so then you got a post hole through the middle of it. It's rough going. Rough going. Of 9,000 feet, you do have a lot less air than you do at 3,800 feet, which is where I started from. I think I have one more mile left of this crap. There's just no way to portray to you in this video how unbelievably tired and jello-like my legs became after hiking the few miles up this mountain in the snow. Right around the corner of the hill here, you can see it's windswept up there. So right here, all the snow piled up. So these are big drifts all through here that I'm gonna have to tackle now that I'm tired. In fact, I don't even see where the trail goes here. It's so piled up right there. I may have to go up, try to get in that stuff that's cleared by the wind. Oh man, oh man.
of that. With my legs as tired as they are, I'm gonna have to try to get up there through this big, huge flipping drift to get up to that stuff. I'm gonna walk on this little ridge of rock right here until I get to, oh, I see the trail up there. So you just gotta get through this massive drift right here. Shoot. Ooh. We're about to come out here on top. We'll camp somewhere over there. Hopefully there's a place I can get a little bit out of the wind. The wind is definitely blowing up here. Shoot. I should probably always expect that, I guess. Now I'm trying to figure out whether I might just go straight up to this top of this knoll here. Knoll. Top of this peak, actually. Oh man, this is hard. Whew. Wow. The only elk tracks I've seen right here. Right on the very, very top of everything. Wow. They're up here where they can find those grasses that are, you know, exposed by the wind. I think I'm gonna hunker down right behind this rock right here. That's what I'm gonna do. Right here. Yep. I'm done. I am done for. Hopefully the wind doesn't blow all night and keep me awake for the most of it. That clear away the snow to put my tent down. You can definitely feel almost lightheaded with how hard you had to climb. I had to climb with such a heavy pack. Oh man, okay. Legs are weak and shaky. I definitely feel a little weaker up here. It's so high. It's below freezing already because of the altitude, I'm guessing. Because this snow is not melting right here at all. So, gotta get the tent set up so it doesn't blow away. And it's cold. So, she's gonna be a frigid one this evening. The snow is completely hard. I mean, it's just hard and crusty, flaky. It's not melting at all. So that means it's definitely not above freezing. I added a couple of guy wires right here because the wind is blowing this way. It looks like it kind of predominantly does up here. You can tell by the snowdrifts. So because of that, I don't really want to blow away in the middle of the night, so I got her anchored down pretty good, I think. This looks like a cat track. It's not all the way through the snow. Looks like a mountain lion. That's what it looks like. The skirt on this tent goes down quite a ways, So it should protect me from the wind coming up into there so bad. I might even stack a little bit of snow on this side. Just kind of keep it from blowing up underneath there, making me freezing in the middle of the night. Like you're so tired. Goodness, this stupid snow is so hard to walk in. All right, it's time to put these fire making skills to the test, because this is an actual really cold. I mean, it was cold and snowy before. Now up here it is cold and snowy. Get out my fire starter and fluff this cotton ball up just a little bit so it's not so tightly packed it can't start on fire. I'll get some little twigs ready here. These are pretty dry, so they might do okay, even though they're not super small. Light that up. That's that Vaseline cotton ball. Whoops, I might have killed it there. You don't want to roll it over on itself. As long as you keep air underneath it. You don't want a lot of air going underneath it, but just enough to keep it going. Keep it breathing. Kind of protecting it with my leg here a little bit. So it's kind of it's almost trying to die on me, but I think I'm gonna get it. Come on, baby. Sometimes when you get out here and you get up high like this, or get out in the cold and you're far away from anywhere, I mean, you're miles of a hike out of here, you start thinking, you know, boy, you know, I hope I don't freeze to death or something. Tell you what, any situation where you're thinking survival of any kind, a fire makes such a massive difference to your mind and its warmth. Even with the wind blowing, the warmth of this fire is pretty incredible right in front of me here. So it's putting off some pretty good heat already. We don't even have coals yet. See, my boot is all steaming. All right, the sun has gone down. I can see over there, that sky looks really cold. My boot is burning. But I'm gonna cook in this pot right here with my little burner instead of on the fire, because I didn't bring my pot to cook on the fire. So gotta throw some butter in there, of course, right? Not too much though, because I don't want to have a massive amount to clean up afterwards. So put that much in there. Make sure your finger's not in the way when you do that. It doesn't take just a second for that thing to get hot, so you really don't have to wait at all. So these steaks are 40% higher in protein than beef even. Yak is. Absolutely incredible protein source. All that. Okay. All this gristle and stuff will go back. Whoops, don't want to get the blood on myself, my clothes. All this gristle and stuff will go back in the bag. And I'll carry it out with me. This is trash. Go back in the food bag. You can bury it, but the ground is a little hard for that, so. Oh, crap, I'm losing my fire over here. Gotta push the cold back in and get it situated so where it's gonna burn some more. There we go. Let me try this and see if it's done. I think so. There's some yak. This particular yak steak doesn't really taste like the yak even. It tastes a little beefy. It's a little more dense than beef maybe. And has a slightly I don't know. Tastes like yak, I guess. This fire's gotten pretty big. It is now, sometimes it's cooking me, sometimes it's not. So sometimes it's not warm enough. I'm kind of drying my boots out a little bit, at least one side of them. Looking over this valley, this whole valley out here has got, there's farms and everything down there. Within view, you can see them. They'd be absolutely no help to you if you got in trouble up here. You're just way too far away, especially with this snow. The snow, it just takes you forever to walk through. It's hard to walk through. Now, I wouldn't technically sit up here. If I was having a survival situation, I'd be down in the trees over there. There's tons of dead wood over there. It's out of the wind, so I'm just kind of doing this as a test of my mettle, staying up here on the top. It's a lot colder, it's a lot more exposed. It's an amazing silence. Obviously you can hear the fire and a little bit of a wind up there. And that's it. So I think I'm gonna go to bed. It's cold out here. All right, totally frozen and wet, which is nice. It got wet on the way up here, now they're frozen. It's pretty early to go to bed, but there really isn't anything else to do. I mean, when you're by yourself, it's like, what are you gonna do? Sit out there by the fire for half the night? I was gonna bring a book, but I didn't want to take the weight, so put the boot laces in the boots so they don't freeze. Those are gonna just freeze solid. Now I'm all ready. I got my Duckworth hoodie still on just so I can go like this if I need to in the middle of the night. Tucked away in my cozy little tent for the next 12 hours. Good night, guys. Hopefully I do not see you in the middle of the night.
Hopefully the next time you see me will be in the morning. It is very windy, so I can't, the light is blinding me. I am very glad also that I put the guy wires down on the side of this. I can't tell exactly what the direction of the wind is, but it's a lot of wind. A couple times I was like, is it gonna blow something off? I assume that it won't blow the tent away with me in it, because I'm pretty heavy. Second thing is, man, I might need to pee, and I don't want to go out there in 10-degree weather with the wind blowing 40 miles an hour. All right, I gotta get up and go to the bathroom. And this is a little bit risky because you don't want to open the door when the wind's blowing this hard and then get snow blowing in here that covers your sleeping bag and makes it wet. I was really hoping to avoid this, but it's about midnight. Just gonna have to deal with it. Well, I survived. When you open this door, you open this thing right here, unzip it, it just makes this a parachute because the wind is blowing from this angle right here. I'm back in my sleeping bag now. Well, it's 1:30 in the morning, and then the wind is getting worse and worse. It's just starting to blow so hard it just feels like it's going to take this tent down. And if it does that, if it takes the outer shell off or something, I don't have a clue what I would do then. But so I'm just hunkered down. I don't know how you'd ever sleep in here like this. It is way too loud and hairy sounding. So I'm just hunkering down and waiting until morning and hoping the wind doesn't get any worse and starts to let up closer to morning, I guess. I'm waiting for daylight, which is going to be it's only 10 to 3, so it's going to be in 4 hours, which is going to be a long time like this, because it's starting to blow snow up over this thing right here onto me. You can see it. That sucks because it's going to get my sleeping bag wet slowly, but all right, it's about 6:52, so it's almost 7. I'm gonna try to get up. Everything is pretty frozen. It is so cold in here. It is really cold. And if you sit up, then you touch so I'm on my air mattress, which insulates you from the ground, but if you sit up, then you touch the ground, so because it kind of sits you down on the ground, and the ground is frigid. I don't know if they're just freeze dried or they're not terrible, I guess. So if you pull this down, if we can hook that on this, my fingers are too cold to make it work, so I gotta warm them up a minute. With this hand warmer underneath this thing. My fingers are too cold to make it work. Oh, it's frigid. That's what it is. It's just frigid. Snow in here. See there? It blew in over the sides with those violent winds. Not even any real, I mean, there's hardly any snow down at the truck, so
You just have to hike out of this super high stuff. Holy snikes, it's cold out here. Oh my goodness. Whew. So it doesn't look as bad as I thought, which makes me feel a lot better about going down. I can still see most of my tracks from yesterday. And that's because I think the snow had settled enough. It didn't blow all over the place. It sounded like it was blowing all over the place. When you heard it in here, it sounded like it was just pelting you with that enormous wind, but it wasn't blowing as much snow as I thought. I gotta get this tent out here. These pigs out, they're just frozen down. If I'd have done that last night, that thing would have blown away so quick. Whoops, blown away now. Yeah, that was close. That's not a good direction for it to blow either. Oh, they're frozen together. Altitude definitely gives you a different feeling. It's like I almost feel dehydrated all the time. I've been drinking a lot of water. I just still feel dehydrated. It's strange. But I'm gonna drop about 2,500 feet. Oh, this is frozen too. This is freezing fast. So you can't drink it real quick. I gotta get the stake out. There we go. Just pack up and head down. I was thinking maybe I'd have coffee here, but my feet are gonna freeze before that, so I'm gonna have to get moving. If I can get going, I can thaw my boots out just with body heat probably. I'm wearing a Duckworth wool undershirt and a Duckworth wool hoodie. That's what I have on. My upper body. I gotta get my feet warm though, so see you later, 10,000 feet. I'm going down to the warm country. My feet are finally getting almost warm now, which is, I've gone about 3/4 of a mile to a mile. It'll go faster once I think it'll go faster once I get out of this deepest snow around the corner there. It gets a little easier. So I've come down the mountain about 2 miles. My feet are now warm, but the amazing part is as you come down from that kind of altitude, the temperature is so much warmer. Obviously the sun's hitting too. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's a bobcat. I think it's a bobcat track. See that? Right there. Came up after me. Either a bobcat or cougar, but it looks a little small to be a cougar. Yeah, he's right here. Look at that. Walking right on the top of the snow. No wonder they can get around where I can't. It's always nice to get back to the four-wheeler, and this is a lot easier with your pack on the front. You don't have to actually hike it down. So we're almost back to the pickup. Eating a meal like this, you know, burnt some of it's overcooked, some of it's undercooked. You know, is good. Somebody might complain about that in the house. Out here, after you've earned it, fantastic. Oh yeah. Let's see if we can find that hot tub. This is the way you finish off a day like I just had. That is so hot. Oh my word. Oh my goodness, that is hotter than I expected. Way hotter. Whew, okay, that's not bad. There we go. It's kind of mixed in here. Oh yeah. Oh man. There we go. Oh, this is beautiful. After the snow and everything. It's a little dirtier than sitting in your hot tub in your bathroom. This is actually kind of strange because some of it's cold, some of it's hot. Some of it's like really hot. I'm assuming that's the hot stuff over there. And then when you get in it, it's like you feel little wafts of cold, but this is probably about right where I'm sitting, probably about 102, 103. You might be wondering why I'm not on a wolf hunt this week in my DIY truck camper, but that's because you're not a part of the High Lonesome Society, because if you were, you would know this stuff. So go check it out, High Lonesome Society, to find out exactly why I'm not on a wolf hunt this week and when I will be in the future. I'm Trinity Vandenacre. God bless.